My own view is that this copy, all of these stories, whether it's the New York Times, the Washington Post, the BBC, CNN, apparently Indian News, they wrote this before the march even happened. Their narrative was already set before there was a march. They were hoping for some sort of crazy, nationalist fights and violence. And I was there. There was 250,000 good Polish patriots waving flags. And let me tell you, the guys dressed all in black who are, the equivalent of a British soccer hooligans, they were so polite. They were holding the doors for women with strollers and the nuns. I mean, it was the most well-behaved march I've ever seen. I've been to marches all over the place, New York, Chicago, parades for sports teams. I was at the Trump inauguration along Pennsylvania Avenue. You've never seen so much density of people behaving so well with so much pride of culture and country and nation, and it was a really positive thing. But the left, as we talk about all the time, they're at war with reality. They don't like that their technocratic elite system has been taken back from them by the populists in the UK and Brexit, in the US with Trump, in Poland with Law and Justice, in Austria with Kurz. They stole it from Hofer, but Kurz still went in. In France, Marine Le Pen gets 35%, an unprecedented number for the French academic elite to see such a populist move to the right. Germany, AfD is gaining, so they are at war with empirical reality. They already had their narrative set even before the march occurred. One of the interesting things was, for me, looking on Twitter, Francis Fukuyama, very, very famous political philosopher who wrote a long essay, very important before Iraq in 2000 after September 11th, called The End of History, where he said, basically we're all globalists now, as George Bush was coming into power and exercising, American might in some of the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. And Francis Fukuyama has been proven wrong in pretty much everything. And here's this sort of learned, erudite, political philosopher writing, 200,000, 250,000 nationalists that have fascist tendencies in war. So these people live in the ivory tower, they're divorced from reality, and they do not like that the ivory tower has lost credibility. They've done it to themselves. They are liars. We all see it. We see, a lot of the press organs that they are cohabitating with intellectually, losing share, losing potency, losing credibility. And so, like Ann Applebaum, the more they're wrong, the more they're proven to be biased, lying, conniving, corrupt, cheaters and looters, the more they are spinning false propagandist narratives, and the more the rest of the world, the people, the good, honest people who are just trying to live their lives and go about their business, they see it, they get it. We're winning. I gave a lecture the other day to European young conservatives, and I said, the good news is we're winning, the bad news is we're going to be called Nazis more and more. But it's further proof that we're winning.